Hi, this is Ken McCarthy, and we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the System Seminar. And if you didn't know, that's the seminar that introduced things like pay-per-click advertising, sequential autoresponders, A/B split testing. That was just the first seminar. And then in our second seminar, we introduced push-button audio. And when I say introduced, I mean nobody on earth was teaching those things until we did. There were some people doing them, uh, but the people that were doing them were not teaching people how to do it. We also were, I think, we're the first to say long form ad copy absolutely will work on the internet. People didn't know that back in 2002. And the video sales letter is long form ad copy. And we also were one of the original promoters of video on the internet in 2005 before anybody else got it. So anyway, the book I'll be reading from to help celebrate the 20th anniversary is the System Club Letters, and the System Club is made up of graduates of the System Seminar. And in 2011, when I gave my last public training, I still train people privately. You just don't know about it because you're not a System Club member. But when I stopped doing public trainings in 2011, I did open the door to the System Club to any serious internet marketer. So we're reading from the book, The System Club Letters. Yesterday we finished section 1. And by the way, don't think these are going to be up forever. Best listen to them when you can, because I'm sort of scheming how to make them disappear after they've been posted. Anyway, we're now going to section 2. So section 1 was sort of an introduction to show that when I say stuff about marketing, it's based on a lot of experience and a track record that, frankly, is second to none. Anyway, so we're switching gears, and now we're going to talk specifically about direct marketing. So here we are, chapter, direct mail is cool, part 1. I used to make all my money from direct mail and other forms of offline advertising. I had to. There was no other way of reaching customers in the pre-internet days. As much as I love the internet, I have to say that mail is cool. Mail has many incredible features. And I'm talking about physical mail. It's tangible. It's targetable. It lets you tell your whole story. Are you worried about your customers receiving important communications from you? Good. You should be. Email is still the marketing wonder of the age, but in the era of overload and spam filters, and I wrote this in 2005, guys, the reality is your customers will miss messages from you. Even when your message is delivered perfectly, it may end up in the I will read it later file, i.e. the virtual equivalent of the trash bin. In contrast, physical mail gets attention. 98% of consumers bring their mail into their home the same day it is delivered. 77%, so that's 3 out of 4, give it their immediate attention. They put the cell phone down, they turn the TV off, and they look at your message. That's a sidebar, by the way. And instead of reading it on their computer, where distractions and potential interruptions are infinite, they read it in the comfort of their living rooms. That's 36%. We know a lot about mail. 22% will read it in their kitchen. 15% who have studies will read it in their study. 8% will leave it in their bedroom. And another 8% will read it in their dining room. No one says anything about the bathroom. I'm not going to go there. But direct mail is read in a lot of different places. They can do it because direct mail ads are portable. Now, this was before the explosion of smartphones. So smartphones are portable too, but still. And most important, the ad does not disappear when the computer is switched off or when you put the smartphone in your back pocket. Direct mail is tangible. Sidebar. If your life depends on it, and you have a choice between an electronic message and a tangible message, Do I even have to tell you what the right decision is? Of course not. We use, this is sidebar, we use the internet because it's fast, easy, and cheap. But that's not always the best solution to the problem. The secret: if you segment your lists, physical or electronic, and I'm amazed how many people still don't do that, you get to take advantage of the most powerful force in advertising, and that is targeting. In the following chapter, that's coming up next, I talk about the 40-40-20 rule, which is the foundation of direct marketing success. It states that the ad itself only counts for about 20% of a campaign's success. Far more important is the message to market match. That's so important. That counts for 80% of the campaign's success. So I believe in copywriting. I believe in learning everything you can about copywriting. I believe in taking pains to produce the absolute best copy you can. And I also believe that correct targeting will trump the best copywriting in the world. The right message to the right person at the right time will beat the most expensively crafted direct marketing, direct response copy sent to the wrong person at the wrong time. I love this saying from Richard Sears, who invented the Sears catalog, and I'm badly paraphrasing it, but he gets the point across. I can write my offer on a paper bag with a crayon, and if it's the right offer at the right time, I'll get the sale. People who claim their letters sell are only telling 20% of the story. And by the way, you always have to take what copywriters say with a grain of salt, because they're copywriters and they want to take all the credit for all the success. But if you mail to a super hyper responsive list, I mean, anything you send is going to work. And it's very easy for a copywriter to go in there and take credit for something that was already pre-wired. So be careful of that. Anyway, people who claim their letters sell are only telling 20% of the story. Smart marketers pay a huge amount of attention to the other 80%, and direct mail lets you play that advantage like a violin. Finally, mail lets you tell your whole story. Postage and printing are not insignificant expenses, but as the direct mail old-timers who instructed me like to say, ink is cheap, which means you can pack a lot of sales arguments into a letter. And today, with CDs and DVDs becoming practically dirt cheap to produce, you can not only take your message to the living room, you can also embed it in your customer's DVD or CD player. Short of a live personal visit, it doesn't get much better than that. Now you may say, and this is sidebar, by the way, I'm not just reading the book, you're getting a seminar and the book at the same time. By the way, you really should have this book. I'm kind of shocked that anybody's listening to these videos and isn't buying the book, because there are 57 of these things, each one a seminar in itself. But you may say, well, nobody uses DVDs anymore, and nobody uses CDs anymore. Well, a lot of people don't, but a lot of people do. And if you make a CD available, like on a ClickBox, let's say when you're taking an opt-in, and you say, would you like a free CD? And somebody says, yes, guess what? They have a CD player. And guess what? When your CD arrives, they're going to anxiously rip open the envelope, run to their CD player, and play it. Why? Because they asked for it, and now they've gotten it. It's like mini Christmas. And guess what? They're not in front of their computer. They don't have their cell phone running. It's just them and you, for as long as you can remain interesting on that CD. And short of a live visit into their home, it doesn't get more powerful. It trumps everything. So that's our chapter for today, and see you tomorrow. And I hope you're getting profit from this. I hope you're sharing these with your friends, people that you care about, because as many people who've reviewed this book have said over the years, nobody else talks about this stuff. They're all talking about bells and whistles and the trick of the day, and nobody's talking about the essential things that make everything actually work.